Alright, thanks for coming out. I know it's very cold. This is going to be the Georgia Tech Goat Show that we do every semester. So there's a class at Georgia Tech called Experimental Analysis of Behavior. It's part of the psychology program. And instead of teaching, for example, rats in a rat lab, the students get to come out here once a week and train the goats. So most of the students are new to training. They pick a goat, they pick a behavior, and they work throughout the semester once a week on getting their goat to perform that behavior.
Hi guys! So my name's Lynn, it's Kevin, and we trained Willow this semester. And Willow is a 9-year-old Nubian goat that we've been training to perform color discrimination. We originally wanted him to discriminate between black and white blocks on 2 distinct verbal cues, but we revised our plan instead to have him discriminate a white block on verbal cue from amongst 4 colored blocks.
So we would reinforce walking towards the block, then reinforce touching the block, then reinforce touching the block with his nose. So we would have all 4 set out, and then we would have only the white cue. And he really likes it, as you see. So now our behavior is just touching the white block on the verbal cue, white.
Will the white? Will it come? Will the white?
This is my goat, Kipper. He is a 7-year-old Nigerian dwarf goat, and he has been trained a lot in the past. He's done anything from bowing to actually square dancing. But one thing he hadn't done was learn how to hit a ball, so I decided to do that. And at first I was using the shaping plan to just have him do what I call defense, which was operationally defined as pushing the ball with his nose in a direction opposite from the way it was going. But after like week 1, he already was trained to do that, so he learned a lot more quickly than I thought he would. So after discussing with the class, because we have another group who's also working on pushing the ball, we decided he could probably learn how to score a goal. So we made a goal and slowly tried to get him start reinforcing only when he's pushing in the direction towards the goal. But every week there was different wind and the ground was different, so we had trouble learning that. So we decided to use bumpers with the noodles, so they actually have a longer alleyway to aim down, and that seemed to help.
Always ready to go. Alright, this is the official line.
Okay, we're going to do 10 tries, and then the next guy will also do 10 tries. We'll see who is the better soccer player.
Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Keep her goal. Keep her goal. Good boy. Alright, very good.
So 7 for 10. Good job.
I am Lynna, and my partner is Ashley, and we are training Edward to push a ball with his nose, much like Katie just did. We did that by originally starting him. He wasn't as keen as Kipper was at just pushing the ball originally, so we started it at eye level, and then once he started pushing it with his nose, we would reinforce that behavior, and then we would put it on the ground, and he would push the ball with his nose, and we would reinforce that behavior as well. Hi. And so we just went from there, and after a while, he started getting it, and then we added a directional component towards the goal. He doesn't quite do the follow through much like Kipper does, but he's gotten pretty far in his behavior. It's not Edward goal.
He doesn't feel
Yeah.
that. He doesn't.
Edward, goal. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Edward, goal.
It was so close to the bumper. That's the wind.
Goal. Goal. Come on, go push the ball.
Push the ball.
Goal. You got it.
That was a good try. It was a good try. It did cross the line a little bit. Give it a second.
Edward,
Are we giving
Five
that?
and a half.
Can we call it half goal?
Goals
Oh.
or not.
So this, I think he's then 6 for 9, right? And a half. We got 7.
Edward, come on. You gotta get one more to tie it up.
Can we grab him real quick? If you get this one, we'll give it to you with the half. How's that?
All right.
Uh,
All right, Edward.
Pressure's on, my friend.
Goal. Come on.
Downhill.
Good job, Edward. You did awesome.
Very nice, lady. Any questions?
I'm Kathleen, and this is Rochelle, and we've been training Nessie. She's a baby Nubian, and when she came to us, she didn't know that many behaviors. The only behaviors she knew were the basic ones that were already trained her by the zookeepers, like the circle and to get up on platforms and down off platforms, and to come to us. And so we decided to teach her to jump through a hoop, and we started with the hoop just out on the ground, and we reinforced any behavior that was her approaching the hoop. And then she began sticking her nose through the hoop, and so we reinforced anything that was her head going through the hoop first. And eventually we got her walking through the hoop, and we started raising the hoop to raise the criteria, and she started kind of jumping through the hoop. And so now we have her pretty much consistently jumping through the hoop.
Nessie. Nessie, come. Come. Nessie, come.
Our goal was a foot, so raise it just
Come on, Nessie. Nessie, come on. Ooh. Nessie, come. Nessie. Nessie. Nessie, come on. Come on, girl. So I hit it sometimes. Nessie, come.
Very nice.
Yay, sweet girl.
Any questions?
My name's Sage, who is a 9-year-old Nubian. I've been training her to lie down, which is not a very typical behavior for goats because they're prey animals. So it's been an interesting process. I've tried a few different methods until about 5 weeks ago when we settled on one that was actually suggested by the author of one of the books we had to read. And what we do with this is 2 PVC pipes that are held up against the fence, and she basically started out walking under it, and then we would lower it progressively, and so then the behaviors of her bending her 2 front legs was reinforced when she would get on the ground, and she would have to crawl, and eventually she got lower and lower to the ground, and then touching the ground was reinforced. And so she'll actually sit on the ground. She can't do it, it's not under complete stimulus control. She'll do it just when we have the poles. She can't do it with me saying lay yet. So, so she's a work in progress, but she did really well for 5 weeks. So
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
She likes to do an army
I'm Marilyn Berry. This is Megan Crawford, and this is Bella. She's a baby Nubian who's about 10 months old, and she only has basic training. We trained her to nod with a physical stimulus, which was the hand cue. We didn't use a verbal stimulus, cue. Sorry, we didn't use a verbal cue because it was to be in a response to a question. So we didn't get into complete stimulus control because sometimes she'll get on the platform and just start nodding, which is really cute, but not what we wanted.
Bella, do you like to eat leaves? Does anyone have any yes or no questions? Well, basically just yes questions.
Bella, do you?
Is Edward her favorite goat?
Is Edward your favorite goat?
Ooh, extra tail whip.
No, wait. Are you Team Jacob? Any questions?
My name is Sonia, and this is Jacob. And Jacob is a 10-month-old baby Nubian goat, and I trained him to jump, which is operationally defined as jumping over this bar here. I originally planned for him to jump over 2 obstacles, but we didn't have enough time to get to the second one, so we've just been working on perfecting this one jump. I started training him by putting the bar on the ground and having him walk over it, and as time went on, I moved the bar further up and increasing the height until we got to our current height, which is at the 3rd height level.
Yeah.
Good boy, Jacob. Jacob, come. Jacob, come.
Target.
That's a good one. He was like, give me an extra treat.
He's like almost at the 4th one.
Yeah, you should try moving it up.
We'll try it, yeah.
You want to try it?
The fourth run, we've tried once, and he did clear it once, and the other time, after we tried it, he didn't like doing it, so we've been practicing at the 3rd run. Target.
Just hold it there.
Try it again, or do you want to go back to 3?
They all do because it's like the easiest one.
Boy. Okay. What questions do you have?